चैनल आदित्य कहते हैं and here we bridge knowledge to success. And well, in this episode we are going to talk about a rule which if it is not followed, then it can be very harmful to your power or your authority. It is the rule. If not followed, it can deprive you of all power. So my friends, it is very interesting. So stay tuned till the end because I'm going to share a very interesting story about it. So ciao. So my friends, we are going to talk about an interesting rule which can deprive you of all power and wealth. Now, this rule is about never put too much faith in your friends or never trust your friends do not trust excess. So do not put excess faith in them, nothing like that, because they can like the most deception can happen from them. So my friends, be aware of that. And now I will elaborate this with a story from the mid 9th century AD. It is about a person named Michael III, who has just assumed the position of the king in the Byzantine Empire, which was actually a Roman Empire, which was an Eastern Roman Empire. And well, so now he was a very young and inexperienced ruler, and well, his mother had just been sent to had been deposed by his uncle. So his uncle had rebelled against his mother, who was an empress, and he had won and sent her to a nunnery, which is a place where nuns stay. So Michael III was the king, and his uncle Badras had just deposed his mother. So now he was very inexperienced and was surrounded by murderers, like deceivers, and many people. So many bad people. So now he needed a trusted friend, a trusted counselor, you may say. So now where would he find him? So his thought went to Basilius, who was his best friend. And how did this friendship came to come? So for a few years before that time, Michael III had went to the royal stable, and well, a horse went loose, and well, he was running and the horse was running behind him, and the horse was gonna injure him very seriously. And then then Basilius came and saved him. And at that time, Basilius was a very he was just a small kid. He was not he was a peasant. So Basilius was a peasant, and well, he did not so he saved his life. So Michael III admired his courage and so he made him the head of stables. And so he became the head of the royal stable, and then he went to study to the most profound college, and then he became from a crude person to a well sophisticated courtier. And well, after that, now he thought, why not Basilius should be called for this post. So he made Basilius the chief counselor, and Basilius was always hungry for power, and so he asked for more money, and Michael III gave it to him. So it was nothing he felt that the best thing was he had to keep his advisor happy every time. So he doubled his salary, he tripled his salary, and now he was becoming very wealthy. And now when Basilius came to once Basilius came to Michael, and he told that now let's kill your uncle, because he had been conspiring for defeating your mother. So he was responsible for deposing his mother, so he might be doing the same for you. So he thought that now the best thing that you can do is to kill him. So on his suggestion, Michael ordered many like his guards and told them to like kill Badras. And like so after that Badras died, and he was the chief of army at that time. So Badras died, and then Bacillus came to Michael and said, "Can you make me the chief of the army?" And Michael gave him everything unconditionally. So he gave him. So he made him the chief of the army, and now all this power had now just like started to come to his mind. So he was now becoming very arrogant. So Bacillus was now becoming very arrogant, and he was very disrespectful to the king. So now once king asked for some money that he had given to Bacillus, and so Bacillus said no and gave him an impudent smile, meaning that he gave him disrespect, and then he knew that he had been harboring a demon. And so 4 days later from that time, Michael got up to getting stabbed by four soldiers. Four soldiers were stabbing him, and he was getting brutally bitten by all of those people. And and Bacillus was standing and smiling at the show. So when Michael died, he just put his head on a pike and showed it around the city, and saying that now I am the emperor. So see, he was an emperor, and because of too much faith in a friend, he came to his downfall. So my friends, never put too much trust in friends, because see, it is sometimes good to consult friends, but not always. Do not put all your faith, all your trust on friends, because they can be very deceiving. Because every friend, a friend can a feeling called envy is aroused in them when they see that you are better than them, and that's when the hatred starts. And it is a very big problem if you just put all your faith, all your trust in friends. My friends, you should certainly have friends, but do not put more trust in them. So my friends, and and we are also going to talk about how you should make an enemy the most loyal friend to you. So this is the topic for the next episode, so stay tuned till the end. So thank you for staying tuned till the end. Ciao for now.